So here we are. We're at the sawmill. We got 55 grand right now before selling this. Oh no! Well, now we're in a pickle. Welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to the monsoon on Geiselsberg. Yeah, it's been raining straight and it doesn't look like there's much of an end in sight. Actually, if you look up at the weather up at top, we do have a cloud next to our rain cloud, so maybe it'll clear up. But yeah, this is episode 5. We're going to be doing some investments and some expanding on the farm. So in episode 4 we talked about just kind of how we had made some progress, started making some money. Everything is moving from that, setting up stage and prepping stage to actually doing something. And anyway, so you can, if you look in the top right, I have $358,000 now, and that's not because we made that much. Okay, so I borrowed $300,000. I borrowed $300,000 because we're going to invest that money in this field to the left. So this is a field full of triticale. It's 100% fertilized and it's ready to harvest. So we're gonna buy this field. Now here's the catch. This field actually comes with a small strip of forest right next to it. So we are going to buy the field and start harvesting it, and then we're going to start harvesting these trees over here. So we're going to take out all these trees and then expand the field. Which this is already a pretty decent sized field, but all this forest right here, we're going to take all this stuff out, sell all the logs, remove all the stumps, and then plow it and prep it to put crop on it. So that is the plan. We have borrowed some money in order to invest in a small expansion of the farm. And then we're going to work on getting that loan paid off. So we have $300,000 or so borrowed towards this expansion. As far as logging equipment goes, we're going to lease. We're going to do a lot of leasing when it comes to that, because any logging that we do, especially now, is going to be small time. So don't plan on making a ton of money off of it, not enough to pay for all the equipment that it's going to require. So we're just going to lease that stuff for now. So I'm going to head back to the farm now that I've showed you the land, showed you kind of what the plan is. I'm going to head back to the farm, get the land purchased, and start moving the harvester over that way. So that's going to be our first piece. So I will see you guys in a bit. isn't our land, but we will use it to set up our harvester. No big deal. Sure they won't mind. Alright, so we can't harvest. I took the harvester over to the field, but we can't actually harvest it because it's raining, so we're going to go ahead and look into leasing our excavator, getting it moved down there, and starting a little bit of the forestry, because we can definitely do that in the rain. So we're gonna go grab our excavator. We're gonna use the excavator. We're gonna use the Leap here 902. It's by far the cheapest option when it comes to leasing or buying to harvest trees, and I'll show you the difference in prices real quick. So we're going to go ahead and drop our truck off, put the ramps down. There we go. Go ahead and kill the truck because it's going to take a minute. So we'll go into the store, see what Nick's up to, and look at the prices in this stuff. So under forestry, if you go to forestry, so here's the tree harvesters. 275 grand for this guy. This is a small one. $14,000 to lease as an initial leasing cost. So that's that. And then if you want the really good tree harvesters like the Ponzi Scorpion King, or some of the like this John Deere, let's look at it. 21,000 initial leasing costs. Now we'll probably make that back if we lease this John Deere. We could make that money back, but that's just a lot of money. We can make more profit off of the forestry area, or knocking that out. Look, $4,500 initial leasing costs, so not a big deal. That's really just chump change. And yeah, we're going to lease the attachments and stuff like that, but we're getting away. You know, this is a steal. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this equipment and get it loaded up. Alright, let's give that guy a break for a bit. Cut down a bunch of trees. This overgrown bush though, these bushes, this ridiculous. You can't even see where the logs are, so this is going to be really interesting. Finding all those logs, getting them loaded up. But for now, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to the farm. I need to get the telehandler. I got to grab the telehandler. I need to go by the shop and go ahead and purchase or lease log forks for the telehandler. Once I get that done, I'll bring it back down here and I'm going to start loading up a log trailer. So I also got to end up getting a log trailer. So got a few trips to make, get some, you know, logistics knocked out, and then we'll get some logs loaded up and hopefully get our first load or so. So that's the plan for now. And all right. So log trailer with the pickup truck did not work at all. So that was just a bad idea. So we're going to run with the IT runner log trailer and use this tractor to haul it back and forth, because the pickup truck does not have a PTO shaft. So it's got to have a PTO shaft in order to use this. So we're going to just use this tractor and use this log trailer. I really like using the IT runner pack, which is this trailer. This is the IT runner pack, and this is the 3-axle one. It's about 55 grand or so for the trailer, and then 10,000 for the log. Well, 55 grand for the hook lift trailer, and then 10,000 for the log trailer. I didn't buy this. I just leased everything for now. So that's where we're at. We're going to take this back down to the forestry area. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and drop it and just keep it hooked up to the hook lift. That way it's lower and it'll be easier to load over those tines. So we're gonna keep it like this until it's full. I'll go ahead and kill the engine here. Once we get it full, we'll throw our straps over it, pick it up with the hook lift, and haul it off. So that's kind of the plan. Let's see if I can get these things loaded. Alright, this should be the last little bit for this first load of logs, and then we're going to haul it up there and see what we get for it. So let's get these loaded and see what we can get for this. I'm thinking we'll get about 35. So I'm thinking about 35,000. I've loaded some bigger log trailers on this map and gotten upwards of 50, but this trailer isn't quite as big as those, so I'm just guessing 35. Let me tighten this load up a little bit and then we'll throw some straps on it. So this is gonna go slow. This logging bit is gonna go slow, so developing this land is gonna become secondary to everything else we got going on, which is okay. It's okay. You know, the rain has stopped while I've been messing around over here. So the rain has stopped, and we are going to start doing our harvesting here soon. Throw our straps on it. But yeah, so we got the triticale that's ready to harvest, and then field 37, the soybean over there, is definitely ready to harvest as well. Uh-oh. See if we can hang in. Hang in there, buddy. Hang in there. Okay. It didn't flip our tractor, so that's a good sign. Yeah. This tractor's definitely struggling with this load. Uh-oh. I think I just drove over a log, too. Surprisingly, this trailer does really well driving over logs. I'm impressed. So, let's try to avoid these. So here we are. We're at the sawmill. We got 55 grand right now before selling this. Oh, no! Well, now we're in a pickle. Definitely took that turn too sharp. So let's see if we can flip this sucker over. Alright, you know what I can do? I know what I can do. You should set it straight. Wow, their logs really coming out. Whoa! No, I did not mean to do that. Well, it's done now. Wow. I just made a huge mess. Huge mess. That's a disaster. That's gonna be a lot of fun to clean up. A lot of fun. So, 32,000 just off of that. That's 10,000, so that's 42. Wow, we're actually gonna make a ton of money off that. So that's 42 grand off of that, and we probably still got another, what, 8 grand sitting right there that I'm gonna have to somehow push over here. Wow. So our first load has been sold. We definitely have a mess over here. There's a mess of logs. There's a lot going on. Tree stumps everywhere. But the logging operation is going to be halted for a little bit. Sold the first load, 42 grand, and I'm going to put 40,000 of that straight towards the loan that we took out to buy the land. But for now, we're going to stop harvesting trees because all of this triticale is ready to go. It's ready to harvest. The rain has stopped, so we're going to start harvesting this, get that going, and then we have at least one field of soybeans that's ready to go as well. So there's going to be a lot of harvesting here in the future. But yeah, we're spending money to make money. Got our little investment going in the farm, you know. So borrowed our $300,000 to get this field and get this forestry area. Once we get this forestry area knocked out and we get the field expanded, we should be able to make a ton of money off this field in the future. So, but anyway, I appreciate everyone watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode, and we should be harvesting triticale and soybean in full swing by then. So take it easy, and I appreciate everything.